In 2015, Primetime Anytime feature that records popular programs without ads for the first time ever recorded a Super Bowl, skipping over the game itself and keeping only commercials for their users. Super Bowl ads have become such an important part of the event that 51% of viewers enjoy them more than the game, and companies pay over $7 million for a 30-second slot. The question is it worth it? In today's video, I will show you the most influential ads that destroyed some brands' reputations and skyrocketed the sales of others. I will explain how the Super Bowl became so significant and why brands keep spending millions on it. My name is Lisa, this is Stolbova Brand, so let's unveil the secret behind the Super Bowl ads. Super Bowl ads wouldn't be so expensive if they wouldn't be so effective. A groundbreaking study was published last year confirming that Super Bowl advertisers like Pepsi Zero Sugar, Frito Popcorners and Heineken saw 18, 12 and 11 increase in actual demand based on behavior, not intent to buy. It's a unique opportunity for brands to do something memorable. Over the years, Super Bowl ads transformed an advertising industry from basic sexualized images with stereotypical straightforward approach to clever metagame that's main goal is to be more creative, more entertaining and more unexpected. This annual contest generates lots of viral videos like last year's Dunkin' ad featuring Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez or Breaking Bad cameo for Popcorners. So maybe this advertising slot is really worth $7 million. Take a look at this. This is how the price for a 30-second commercial during the Super Bowl was growing from the 1960s to the last year, from $37,500 for the first Super Bowl ads to the most recent $7 million. And brands are willing to pay this price because it's getting harder and harder to compete for people's attention in our pacing world. Today, keeping someone's interest without kittens, puppies or boobs for more than 15 seconds is quite hard. See, you were expecting boobs, but there is more about the Super Bowl.
Huh?
Super Bowl guarantees that your ad will get at least 110 million views, which makes the slot price sound way less crazy. It's roughly $0.06 for a one view. For comparison, Instagram and Meta advertising charge $8.50 per 1,000 impressions. And this impression doesn't even mean that people will watch your ad. Best case scenario, they will spend 3 seconds looking at it. While Super Bowl viewers do not only spend all 30 seconds paying attention to the commercial, but if everything was done right, they will share it on social media, send to their friends, and watch it again next morning on CBS that has annual special featuring Super Bowl's greatest commercials.
Super Bowl's greatest commercials, the battle of the decade.
What I'm saying is Super Bowl ads have a strong social aspect. They are in the news. And if you want to have something to talk about with your colleagues next morning, you have to skip a bathroom break and watch these ads. And advertisers really gain on this viral potential of their commercials, getting tons of free views. In 2011, Volkswagen published their Super Bowl ad on YouTube 4 days before the game, and by the time the Super Bowl was aired, the ad already received 16 million views. In 2012, Chrysler ad Halftime in America received 4 million additional views within 36 hours on YouTube after the game. And there are very clever ways advertisers spend millions of dollars still getting the advantage of Super Bowl's hype. In early 2010s, usual advertisers like Dr. Pepper, Pepsi and General Motors decided to skip the Super Bowl, purchasing instead slots during the pre-game show. However, judging by the fact all these companies returned a couple years later, this initiative was not so cost-effective. And some brands get extra creative and hack this system. For example, SodaStream submitted an ad mocking its competitors Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And despite the ad being rejected, it generated a lot of buzz, because SodaStream is an industry disruptor that was going after the biggest long-time Super Bowl advertisers, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. It caught the attention of a Forbes writer who expressed concern that the SodaStream ad was rejected intentionally, and CBS has shown protectionism to Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh yeah, she done it. SodaStream.
The best way to get huge free publicity is a controversy. Two dating apps commercials, Ashley Madison and Men were rejected in 2009 and 2010 by NBC. And while the first case was motivated by maintaining a family-friendly image of the event, an extramarital dating site was no match for it. The second one was promoting a homosexual dating app and featured passionate interaction between two men. The network was accused of minority discrimination for rejecting this commercial. However, this decision was mostly motivated by common sense, as the ad went too far in graphic details, no matter of hetero or homosexual interactions. The company was criticized for using the ambush marketing tricks and intentionally submitting the ads that would be rejected by broadcasters and receive free publicity around the controversy. The funniest part of this is in 2015, former CBS employee stated that main ad was actually rejected for the NFL trademarks, not because of its content. Creating an ad that will be aired to hundreds of millions of viewers is a huge responsibility, and it may be widely successful like Apple's Macintosh 1984 ad directed by Ridley Scott. This ad is considered to be one of the best Super Bowl commercials of all time. It was inspired by the dystopian novel 1984 by George Orwell. It received critical acclaim from both viewers and critics alike for helping position the Macintosh as a unique entry to the personal computer market. Thus, Apple was able to establish a strong foundation for their continued success with this great reputation. The most iconic ads were shown in the last 30 years of Super Bowl, from nostalgic Coca-Cola's Hey Kid Catch, Nike's Hair Jordan, Budweiser Frogs, to absolutely genius Ty Dad mocking all Super Bowl ad stereotypes, making clever allusions, or Alexa loses her voice from Amazon. These ads have raised the bar for the whole industry, not only promoting brands, but creating something people want to share and discuss, something unique and meta-ironic. By the way, subscribe for more exciting stories about favorite brands. Even the biggest and the most successful brands sometimes make huge mistakes. One of the most controversial Super Bowl ads was created by a footwear retailer Just for Fit, featuring Nike shoes. This commercial is considered to be one of the worst and did serious damage to Nike's and retailers' reputation. Nike's creative director even stated that he couldn't believe they had done it. The ad featured a barefoot canyon runner that was struck by Caucasian man in a Humvee and drugged with water. While the runner was unconscious, the man put the Nike shoes on his feet, which he attempted to shake off unsuccessfully. This unprecedented ad, called Racist and Neo-Colonialist, was actually created by a renowned marketing agency, Saatchi & Saatchi. Consequently, Just for Fit filed a $10 million lawsuit against Saatchi & Saatchi for malpractice, but it was too late, as the reputation of the retailer was severely damaged, and Just for Fit filed for bankruptcy later in 1999. In an attempt to generate buzz and raise awareness, marketers should be careful with their creative power. For instance, General Motors and Nationwide Insurance both released Super Bowl ads with quite disturbing messages. General Motors' ad Robot was accused of dark messaging and unhealthy suicide glamorization, when a robot that was fired for dropping a screwdriver rolls off the bridge. And even darker ad from Nationwide Insurance featuring a little boy explaining he could never grow up because he died from a household accident. It was a little too much, especially presenting among upbeat and comedic ads during nationwide celebration. But putting these depressing ads aside, the Super Bowl has introduced us to a new age of advertising, where companies compete for advertising Oscars and give their best shots to creating something clever and funny. I have put together a playlist with my favorite recent Super Bowl ads, so feel free to explore it. In summary, Super Bowl ads generate a lot of buzz and push the industry forward, creating a fierce competition for attention and the right to be the most discussed creative of the weekend. Marketers competing for the viewership create masterpieces that raise interest organically and are really worth your time, or sometimes destroy brands' reputation with concepts teetering on the edge. Thank you for watching this video. Share your favorite Super Bowl ad in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video if you learned something new today, and follow for more optimistic stories about your favorite brands.